Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very special night of the Full Velocity Racing Network coverage tonight from the Eldora Speedway Street Stock Racing, because we are here celebrating an anniversary for the gang over at RJM Motorsports. Going to say hey to our buddy Caleb Reif. Gonna see what else we got over here. We're going to thank John Montcurt for all his help as well. The gang over here at RJM. I'm going to thank Henry Jones as well, Gary Martin. Thank those guys for coming aboard and allowing us to do this race here tonight live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Phil LeCast, Todd Stanton here on the call. And Todd, I got to give Caleb a lot of credit. I think you could go back in the days when you were a young admin to a league trying to throw a big race like this together and probably feeling about an hour to showtime you were kind of in over your head. But I think Caleb kind of feels that way thanks to a veteran like our friend John Montcurt. He come in and help lead the way with these guys. So I think all systems are a go, and I think you can almost sympathize how Caleb feels coming into this one.
Yeah, definitely. I've been there before, a time or two, and it's not an easy task to do, to run a league and then get it broadcasted, and hopefully everything comes together. But they were able to get it together. John Montcurt, like you said, able to talk to you. He's a veteran of this.
Certainly is, and I got to thank him. I got to thank the gang at SA Designs. Got to thank of course, the Defenders of Dirt, our buddy John Montcurt, gang at RJM Motorsports. Really cool to come over here and do their first anniversary bash with them tonight with the street stocks here at the Eldora Speedway. A lot of fun. We see a lot of these RJM guys here on a given night. We go over to DWRL and all that fun. So when we have a minute, Todd, I'm going to give you a second here. We're going to jump over to the RJM Discord. So I know Caleb put a lot of work into this one. He wanted to speak a little bit pre-race before we got this one going. So I'm going to give you a second to jump over there. I'm going to grab Caleb over there as well. Let's see if we can get him on the horn here before we go racing. All right, let's try this button here. Caleb, buddy, you have a copy?
Yes, sir. How are we?
We're doing really good, buddy. Congratulations. The RJM first anniversary bash. We got this thing rolling. We're on the air, dude. I wanted to bring you in pre-race here real quick. Happy anniversary to the gang at RJM, buddy. Tell us all about what you guys have going.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we've been around for a year, a little over, actually. We're not far off when we actually started. Started out with a 300 team, nothing fancy. We're just to make it sweet and short. We're a good group of guys that come out and want to have fun and enjoy the fellowship and camaraderie amongst each other and really enjoy the sport of racing of all types. So that's pretty much what started RJM, the love for racing. And we just kept it going, and never thought we'd make it to a year. We just test drove the league, see how far we get. But it's good to be here and glad to have y'all on board with us tonight.
We're thankful to have you aboard as well, buddy. Thanks for allowing us to do this. So you're about 2 minutes away from qualifying and getting out there and mixing up in heat race action. Got an awesome main event here tonight. What do you think we can expect to see at this racetrack? It's been a while since we've seen street stocks at open.
This track here, I love it. It's one of my favorites. Always has been my whole life. You're gonna see definitely some good 2 wide, 3 wide possible racing. It's gonna be a 2 group track. You see the bottom and the top come in late on, and you're going to see some close door-to-door action for sure.
All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate all of that. I congratulate you guys on making it through into a first-year anniversary. That's not easy for a league and a team to do. I know you got a lot of great people behind the scenes, Caleb, to help you guys get this thing off the ground. A lot of sponsors, a lot of friends. So let me give you this mic one more time, buddy, and give it.
10-4, we do have a lot of work and people behind all this. I got to give a shout out to the guys here with RJM. First off, their commitment week in, week out helps us be able to do stuff like this. Their racing league, their support, their love they send our way. Guys at DWRL as well for helping us along as we've come through this journey here. But I'm gonna give a shout out to my pops, Wayne Rife, and he's a lover for dirt racing, and I know he's probably watching right now, so I want to give a shout out to him. He's put a lot into this as well, helped sponsorship. So that's pretty much it, Bill. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, buddy. Caleb Rife. That's Rife, Tom. No, we've called them Riffy, whatever. Caleb Rife, buddy, over here at RJM. We'll make sure we get that right now. The hot knife Rife, Tom.
There you go, buddy.
All right, well, we'll let Caleb go, get ready to race here tonight at the Eldora Speedway as we'll get ready to rock and roll as we get toward qualifying. What do you say we throw this thing trackside? Let's pay honor to this great nation, United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, the playing of our national anthem.
Whose rough stripes and Christ
right, back here live inside the Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. RJM Motorsports first anniversary bash here tonight. Great to be out here. Great to congratulate guys like Caleb and all the gang over here. Going to be a lot of fun to call this one. We got some different names we don't usually see. A lot we do see, so a pretty good little field here. Invite-only race. These guys want to put together. You're part of a team. You're loyal to what they do as a league. You're going to be a part of it, and that's what these guys done here tonight. And really fun to come over here and be a part of this. Thank all their great sponsors, of course, that made this possible. Thank our great sponsors, of course. Got to thank the likes of Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag.com. Our brother Jeff Brown out there watching. Jeff, I'll get a little bit of sexiness in my voice there. Hope all is good. Got to say also thank you to Brian and Kathy Voiles over at Voiles Trucking. Also thank Tim over at CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. Plano.com, can't forget them. They're doing simple web solutions powered by nerds. Also, thank Scott Bargloff down at the South Texas Speedway. Also, the gang at TDR Racing League. Also, Team Hard Motorsports, the sponsor of our quick time of the evening, which is going to go to Alex Cummings, so a 20.203. He will put quick time up in qualifying. Also got to thank Ikestat Wraps, Trash Panda Graphics, and Full Throttle with the Gen over on YouTube. Our buddy Brendan Spataforta, as it looks like it has been clicked on forward into heat racing mode. I guess we're ready for that as we were just covering the last throws of qualifying. They all had 3 laps. I don't think it takes 5 minutes to get the 3 laps. So they've clicked into heats, Todd. We're okay with that. The first of what looks to be 3 heat races on the docket. I'll throw it over to you first for the lineup here for heat race number 1.
Well, I have to get a little bit of my voice in here tonight.
That's right.
Velocity Racing Network cannot wait to see what these guys have in store for us. Anniversary bash for a year. I've been alive and around for a year. That's a good feat in itself. Heat number 1, getting ready to come to post. The Voiles Trucking starting lineup going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 311. That is, like you said, the Hard Motorsports quick time of the evening. That is Alex Cummings, and then stands part of the outside, driving the number 17. That is Justin Sick. Inside row number 2 in the third start position, that's a double knot. That's Shane Martin, and outside of him will be Electric Eric. Whoops, there we go. The voodoo child, Eric Eichstead, because we're going to pick on Eric. I haven't had a conversation with him in a long time, so maybe if I say Electric out there, Phil, he'll have a conversation with us. And starting shotgun on the field, they called for Bear Bishop. I don't believe Bear Bishop was invited to this or had something come up because he is not in the server.
I'll tell you what, he showed up, car came off the trailer, we're not sure he was testing or he's got some kind of outlaw motor or whatever. That car put a blazing fast time down and they put it back in the trailer and they left site. So maybe a test session, but only 4 cars going to be on the call for heat race number 1. And yeah, as you say, the voodoo child, Eric Ikes on the outside order number 2. I don't want Mindy all mad at us, Tana. She's out there. Thank you to Jeff for the stars donations. Really appreciate that, man. It goes a long way. And what did he say out there? Tool? He calls you a tool. I think he calls you a tool, Todd.
I think he did call me a tool, but then he says Todd. I mean, yeah. Good cover up, Jeff Brown. Good cover up.
Too tall, tool tall. Not sure. We'll figure out something. I know we've got a couple of things in store here. We thank Jeff for that and looking forward to catching up with him again soon. He's got a lot of cool things happening behind the scenes. He's got the old iFlag updates going out there nightly, and love you, Jeff. Hope all as well as we do all the sponsors, and we have the field working its way through turns number 3 and 4, and I believe we're about to get rolling for heat races. They're going to be 8 laps around. They will all race out at the main event. Believe no consolation rounds. What do you say we go racing here at Eldora?
As the iFlag green flag comes out over heat race number 1, and it is Alex Cummings and Justin Sick leading the charge down into turn number 1. And off of turn number 2 already, Alex Cummings has a pretty decent run, slams the door shut on Justin Sick down the back. Straight over Sick, looks to the outside.
Sick is going to look to the outside off of turn number 3 and 4. The 17 is up high. Little 4-car race we have here for heat race number 1 so far. Pretty dang good there. 17 going to slide back in a second. Alex Cummings knows the way around. He leads Shane Martin, and here comes the voodoo child, Eric Eichstadt. The 12 car is rolling. He's looking for room there on the inside of turn 3.
Yeah, Eichstadt was making some love to the outside retaining wall there for a little bit through the corner. He moves up to the top shot of the speedway, trying to get around Shane Martin aboard the double knot machine. He's going to be able to do so down the front straightaways. They dive down into turn 1. Martin up to the door panels again of the number 12 machine of Eric Eichstadt. Eric's doing a fast job up on the top shelf of the speedway. Now finally going to be able to close that deal off of turn number 4.
Yeah, does it off of 4. Going to pick up their position number 3 as we roll off turn number 4. I believe we're getting halfway home here. Next time by 4 in, 4 to go for the driver of the 311 up fronter. 631. I can't really see the race car. Whatever reason, my traded paints as being a butt, or 31 that might be on the side of that car.
Yep.
It's Alex Cummings leading the field off turn number 2. Second there for second. Eichstadt back there in third. Shane Martin rounding out our 4-car field as they are all up high. They're all rim riding. We've got 4 laps remaining here. Can anybody make the move down low? Justin Sick will give it a try.
Yeah, Justin Sick keeps looking to try to get around the 631 of Alex Cummings, but Cummings indeed has been faster the last couple of laps. The last lap, it was Justin Sick, the fastest with a 20.393, and now Alex Cummings tuning in with a 20.340. So Alex quicker last time by, but it's been rather interesting, Phil. You see these guys go at it, and now Justin Sick goes to the outside, pushing the cushion up on the top shelf of the speedway, but Cummings just has it rolling through the corner.
He's doing a really good job. Doesn't really like that car is upset at all. When I say that, the right rear hits the outside wall with a turn number 1 and really upset the car a little bit. Went a little bit quicker. I don't understand this wall riding and going faster thing. I know the cushion is up there. I've seen the trucks do it here from time to time. I don't know what this wall riding is. Never thought it was a good idea, but I'm going to try this on the dirt one day. Slam the wall, see if I can't go fast. I know what's going to happen to me. I'm going to find the light pole. We got a slider to 1 and 2. White flag in the air. Sick versus Cummings for the win in Heat 1.
Down the back straightaway for the final time. Cummings has the lead again as he wrestles it back from Justin Sick. But down through turn number 3, blocks any run that Sick might have. He's going to pick up heat race number 1, the 631 of Alex Cummings. Second going to go to Justin Sick. Shane Martin going to finish up in the 4th spot as Eric Eichstadt did get around him. So Eichstadt going to finish 3rd, and Shane Martin in that 4th spot.
All right, so we got it for 4 cars there for heat race number 1. Let's roll toward heat race number 2 and take it through our Voiles Trucking starting lineup. There's a couple of familiar names in this one. This will be a lot of fun to watch here. Call for 5 cars. On the pole, aboard car number 88 is Kevin Prettyman with Boogie alongside the number 11 car of Austin Rogers. In row number 2, the number 32 is the Hot Knife, Caleb Reif, and alongside the number 119 is Corey Stansell. And shotgun on the field from the Defenders of Dirt, car number 36, our old buddy John Monkern rolls off on the back part of this field, rolls off a P5. I think John's going to have a good piece of this one. So a couple of guys, Todd, we've got to see running a lot at DWRL over the years, or over the past year as well. It's cool to see these guys all together as a team running, because I think tonight, for one night, we're going to see who the cream of this team is going to be. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Definitely going to be interesting to see who's going to come on top of this one. Lights are extinguished. Top to iRacing.com pace truck, and I don't know. I haven't seen these guys race in their league and things that are going on in this team. RJM Motorsports. It's going to be interesting to see who comes on top of this one. I'm interested. I've been looking forward to this one for a while, Phil.
Yeah, I have as well. It was on a schedule months and months ago, and we weren't even sure as early as today if this one was even going to go off as scheduled or not. As had some issues going on there, but we got everything all worked out. Both parties involved, and we're all ready to rock and roll. Heat race number 2, iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag rolls up in the air. Kevin Prettyman going to lead the field now into turn number 1 off the exit of turn number 2. We're going to go 2 wide for that second spot already. You look back there, you see the likes of Boogie there in number 11, Caleb Riffis there, Corey Stansell, and keep an eye on that 36. Here comes John Monkern. He's got that thing rolling off a 4.
They definitely don't count out the 36 of John Monkern. Touching the outside wall is the 88 machine of Kevin Prettyman. Prettyman right now holding on to the top spot just over Corey Stansell aboard the 119 machine, but John Monkern on a mission here, battling for that 3rd spot, side-by-side racing action on turn number 4. It is John Monkern at the line there for the 3rd spot, but the 119 or the 11 machine not going away. John Monkern going to finally slide up in front of him, take that 3rd spot back.
Sure does. John now going to slide up top, and here comes Boogie. Austin Rogers down to the inside aboard car number 11. He'll look under turn number 4 and see if we can't drag race off the corner. You can see that momentum up high, really carrying off the 36 car. Monkern able to hold on for that 2nd spot. Look at up front though. Driving away from this field by a couple of car lengths, Kevin Prettyman. It's about a half a second between himself and Corey Stansell's 119. Corey with a great run out of the gate.
Corey definitely having a good run in that 119 machine, able to hold off both the hard charge, and you got the Boogie in the number 11 machine right now.
Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie. It reminds me of the Boogeyman, but he's down to the bottom here of Corey Stansell right now. Stansell having a fantastic run in that 2nd spot, able to slam the door shut on that 11 machine. Also, John Monkern, I thought he was going to be able to wrestle that away on the top shelf, but he is now going to work over the bottom there, the number 36.
I'll tell you what, I was talking to John pre-race, and he goes, you know, guys, I wish I could race on the network more often. My work schedule's got me so dang busy. He goes, tonight's my night. I'm going to show you guys I'm a top-notch racer. John Monkern says, I'm going out there to win this thing tonight. I hope he does. John's a good guy. We don't talk to him nearly enough. Great job. Does an awesome job with his league. Defenders of third. Hopefully we'll catch up with those guys here really soon on the Full Velocity Racing Network, because we have 2 to go on the Speedway, and next time by, we're going to already get white flag on the field. Kevin Prettyman, a guy we don't give a whole lot of acclaim when we see him, Todd. He's really done a good job. He's got this field at bay. He leads by 3 car lengths off turn 4.
Yeah, Prettyman right now, onboard camera here, the onboard camera here, Full Velocity Racing Network, as Prettyman now entering the back straightaway here for the final time. We'll get out of that onboard camera so we can show you the rest of the racing action. But Monkern right now running in that third spot. Thought he was going to be able to capitalize around standstill, but off of turn number 4 picking up. The heat race win. Kevin Prettyman aboard the number 88 machine. Second going to go to Corey Stansel, John Monkern, Boogie, and then Caleb finishing up in that 5th spot.
All right, so there you got it for heat race number 2. They've been pretty good so far. 1 more left to go, and then we jump right straight into what is going to be a 70-lap feature event, RJM Motorsports first anniversary bash. Glad you guys have tuned in to your source to esports racing tonight, part of the Full Velocity Racing Network. Head over now to our website, fullvelocitytv.com. Click on the menu bar to see Full Velocity swag. Purchase the colors of the Full Velocity Racing Network. We back the blue here. Lots of great stuff there. Hats, shirts, sweatshirts, whatever you could possibly think of. And Todd has stocked that thing full of stuff. Todd says it's getting cold. You need to buy yourself a sweatshirt. So what would look better than a Full Velocity Racing Net sweat? A hoodie. You're going to buy a hoodie. I need a hoodie. Can I get one on commission?
From New York. You got to be gangster. You got to have a hoodie. Hoodie.
All right, Todd, I'm not sure. I'll take a hoodie too, but I'm not sure how gangster you are. But I'm going to give it to the gangster.
New York. Don't you think so?
You're in upstate New York. There ain't nothing gang going on up there, dude. There's windmills. There's a whole lot of fun. There's even Amish country. We get stuck in there, almost get killed. We're not going to talk about that. I'm going to let you talk about the 5-car field. There's lots of that. There's buggies and green LED lights and scary farm animals, and that was only at the racetrack. Take us to our 5-car starting lineup.
Jim Revis, the evil one, going to start out on the pole. Then you got Steven Dudes aboard the number 78 machine, going to roll off outside the front row. Inside row number 2, in the third start position, that's the 71, is Stephen Gilbert. And Chuck Sims aboard the number 44, going to roll off in position number 4. Rolling off shotgun on the field, that is the good old Hammer, Henry Jones, rolling off 5th.
Hammer Henry Jones. I guess that one could stick with him, I guess. The Hammer Henry Jones rolling off 5th. iRacingOnFlag.com. Green flag in the air. And who gave Jim Revis the pole? That don't seem fair. He going to lead Steven Redunes. Stephen Gilbert, Chuck Sims, the Hammer Henry Jones. That sounds like a football name. I like that one. 25 car rolling in the back, but off turn number 4, completing lap number 1. It's the old 21, the ill one himself, Jim Revis, leading the field.
Justin Sink is out there laughing. He knows what upstate New York's all about. But Jim Revis, your race leader. Second right now, the 71 machine of Stephen Gilbert. Haven't seen any of him on Full Velocity Racing Network. It's nice to see some new guys out here battling it out. And then, of course, you got some of these guys that we've seen on here quite a bit, like Jim Revis and Stephen Redunes. But the Hammer Henry Jones right now running in that 4th spot. He's doing a fantastic job right there behind Redunes and then number 78. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do that 25 machine.
I'm going to tell you what, the next time Redunes goes up against that wall and hits it that hard, he better throw it its number, because that was a whole lot more than a first 8 tap right there. That was across the second base. That may be flag on the field there in the 78. See Redunes up there stuck up high, running in 4th. Jim Revis leads, but there was anybody's guess who is going to come out of this battle for the 2nd spot. So far, the 71 holding on strong, but it's anybody's guess. We're about 3 deep. Off turn number 4, we are halfway. This is probably the most racing of these 3 heats we've seen.
Yeah, they're definitely putting it out, duking it out there. Man, the 71 makes contact, the 25 makes contact, and the 78. The wall's getting an awful lot of love here tonight, Phil.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I don't know. That's Stephen Gilbert, 71 up there, also making some love to the wall. And, I don't know. We're not going to go all gangster on them. I mean, call the mafia, the mob. They don't have that in Eldora, do they? I don't know if they're... Somebody help me. Is Eldora kind of like upstate New York? Is there anything worth kind of seeing out here? There's a whole lot of land and a racetrack. Anybody who lives out that way or knows Well, hit us up now there through chat. Let us know, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around Todd being a gangster in upstate New York. I don't know what are your hoodlums? Cows? Sheep?
There was a gangster group up here called the Pine Hill Posse. Yeah.
Oh, they sound really frippin' scary, I tell you what.
They did. They beat some kid to death with a skateboard.
All right, that's kind of okay. I'll leave that one there. Jim Revis going to lead the field here. White flag on the speedway. I apologize to these guys for the hijinks, having a little bit of fun. I guess I'm supposed to do here. We're partying with the anniversary bash into 3 and 4 for the final time. Jim Revis going to celebrate the party, spoil the party. The evil one goes to victory lane. Why not the evil one in a heat race in the month of October, a week shy of Halloween? Spooky Jim Revis takes down the win.
Yeah, definitely.
Spooky.
Man, what kind of fun we have out here, man. This is awesome.
We're having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Then we got Kevin laughing up there. If somebody can answer me the Eldora thing, I'd love to know. I just really love to know. I know where Justin's getting a kick out of this thing. No, he just put the little one to bed as well. So hopefully we'll see Justin back in the race car. Something about sheep.
Yep.
I'm glad I can't read it. That would probably be not good. I'll tell you what. We'll try to keep this.
Bad Bill.
Oh, all right. You know what? Todd, let's do what we kind of do. I guess I say best, or what they ask us to do, or whatever the hell. Let's take a stab at our Boyles Trucking starting lineup. Is that explosions going on? What the heck is going on?
Fireworks
show
all over Eldora Speedway for the year anniversary here. The RJM Motorsports and the Boyles Trucking starting lineup going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 631. That'll be Alex Cummings and his dancing partner outside. His tangoing partner, that's Kevin Prettyman, aboard the number 88.
Say Prettyman knows about sheep too. Row number 2 aboard the number 21, the spooky one, Jim Revis on the inside, alongside aboard car number 17. Hoping he's back in the race car. Justin Sick rolls off outside row 2.
Inside row number 3, driving the 119 tonight, that is Corey Stansel and his dancing partner outside, driving the number 71, that's Stephen Gilbert.
4th row, the Voodoo Child on the inside with car number 12, the Eichstadt Raps machine of Eric Eichstadt. And alongside aboard car number 36, that's our friend John Monkern, the number 36 rolls 8th.
Hoping to be the first one to drop the hammer tonight, that is Henry Jones aboard the number 25, the hammer, and Shane Martin aboard the double knot, rolling off 10.
Boogie, Austin Rogers rolls off 11th aboard car number 11, Chuck Sims with the number 44, Caleb Rife, did it again. Caleb Rife in the 32, and Stephen Radoons aboard the number 78. 14 cars. Gonna take the green flag. 70 laps in Eldora in street stock. I don't know if we've ever done 70 in the street stock. This kind of feels like an endurance race. This kind of feels like 200 laps the old Moody Mile.
High racing, high flag, green flags out. 70 laps the distance here, Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. And these guys slinger down into turn number 1. And already down the back straightaway, just watching these guys on some of the different cameras, Phil, doing the speed turns here, coming down through turn 3.
Okay, speed turns. That's a new term. I like that one, speed turns. It means turn and go fast. If you're going slow, you're probably named Phil at this rate. But off turn number 4, Alex Cummings going to lead, and we already got him slowed down. Yellow on the racetrack. First time. Head of a record service yellow flag coming out on lap number 2.
We have issues
on the racetrack, and we have a TDR turtle. We've got sheep, cows,
turtles,
Amish people, and now we have turtles.
Windmills.
And windmills.
Don't forget the windmills.
Yep, windmills. They're economically friendly. They save your town tons of money, and your taxes go up 37%. Todd, what's the replay?
It's supposed to be on 20%. But
we're
watching here the 32 turtle here for the number 32 of Caleb Riff. I think that's how we're going to pronounce it here tonight. But Rife. See, Riffle, Rife. Upside down, turtle. Oh, I can't help it here tonight. Full Velocity Racing Network. A lot of hijinks, like Phil would say. That's going on here. We're just watching him. He's just hanging out on his roof there, Phil. I don't know if he got dizzy.
I don't know, but he's probably going to stay on his roof till you get his last name right. So
that could be a long time.
All right, let's try this. A full velocity hooked on phonics style. Ready, Todd? Rife.
Are you sure,
Right.
Phil? Because you got it wrong too.
Oh, I get everything wrong. Anybody know I get it wrong? Right.
Hey, Phil, what
Caleb,
color is
the
Jim
other-
Revis's car tonight?
Now hold on a minute. That's a trick question. All right, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna take a really. Is that pearl? Is that orange? Is that red? Is it pink? It's a car.
It's blue, Phil. Blue.
If that thing's really blue, I'm done. Is that blue? It can't be blue.
No, it's the Hell and Back number 21 machine.
All
Love
right,
that car. Love it.
but Helen back is not a color. That don't help a blind announcer out at all. I tell you what. All right, we were getting ready to go for a restart. We've waved it off again. I'm not sure what's going on. I think I saw a stalker, or not a streaker, down the back straightaway. A streaker in Eldora. Sam Perry, get your butt back in the trailer, dude. What are you doing?
He's on fire.
See that, Todd?
He's on fire.
My BladeNote.com is on fire. They have simple web solutions powered by nerds.
Blade 10.
Web hosting, VPS servers, dedicated servers. Go to BladeNote.com. Use code BLADE10. Get 10% off. And please ask Sam to put his clothes back on and stop streaking himself along this racetrack. Sam, you're embarrassing us all.
And Alex Cummings has been abducted.
Oh man, not again.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
Poor guy. He's had a week full of conversations with these aliens. I don't know. After seeing all these guys blink in the last week, I know we saw Rick Craddock do it a Tuesday night. I thought we were going to storm Area 51 and learn all these secrets. I don't really think that happened all too well.
I'm kind of confused. iRacing.com page truck down to pit road. Gonna ready to send these guys on the right. Restack, repack, loud pedal going down. Off turn number 4. And they're racing down into turn number 1 already. As the 631 leads the charge. That's Alex Cummings to the outside. That's the number 88 of Kevin Prettyman. Oh, Prettyman hits the wall pretty hard there. The number 21 of Revis dives down to the bottom, trying to capture that second spot. Prettyman trying to knock the wall down, Phil. It reminds me of that song, you know. It just reminds me of the song. You can't keep hitting that wall. You can't keep hitting that wall because the wall's going to win.
Sing it.
No, there's no song.
Oh, I've got no shame.
We will lose viewers.
Well, you got to have to lose them, I guess. But off turn number 4, we get off the corner. Alex Cummings. It's Alex there continuing to lead. It is Kevin Prettyman's car. Jim Revis now. Justin 6, number 17. He has broke himself into the top 3. Prettyman back there. And how about the voodoo child, old electric Eric, as you call him, doing the electric slide up through the field, up into the top 5. He may still be electric in our heart, but he is the voodoo child. And it is October, Todd. He is going to disappear through these pumpkin patches. He's got a spell on them. We're voodoo and 4 wide. Somebody got loose. Somebody ran out of room, and I somehow think they kept it straight.
Ping pong. Yeah, they kept
Oh, no, they're not straight.
No, they're not straight. Oh, yellow flag coming out. I see the yellow keyboard lighting up in my eyes. Woo.
Well, I think you may see something, and it may be close to more points. I don't know. I think I caught it off of the distance.
Was
and
it
that's
the
kind of.
hammer?
I think it may have been the hammer. The hammer, not Greg Valentine. Henry Jones aboard car number 25. I hope we don't get another challenge from the WWE for that one. I hope not. But Henry Jones, the hammer, goes around the number 25. And Todd, I saw that car almost in the air. Was he on his lid?
No, he didn't even go on his lid. He did a side surf. Side surf up on
Side
2 wheels.
surf?
Yeah, side surf.
All right.
It's interesting. You got to see it. It's one for the ages. I mean, I haven't seen anything like it. I mean, man, the 25 just gets in, makes a little contact to the wall. Side surfs, almost goes up on his lid. Almost. And then he 2-wheels it, and then comes
That is kind of cool.
It is. It's neat.
You know what? Is there water around in Ohio? Somebody help me. Does he bottle water?
There's got to be water. There's got to be at least a river.
I mean, how do they learn to side surf in Ohio? I mean,
you got to go down the creek. You know, you got to wakeboard down the creek.
Yeah, and we're also going to go to a gang rally down there too. If you ask Todd, we're going to the creek, going to the gang rally. We've got some street thugs, got the pants pulled up weird. See their butt crack hanging out. Whatever the heck is going on here. We're having some fun. I thought we were going back to Reed, but we're not. They've waved it off again. The starter's having fun there tonight. I think he's up there I think he's wagging his tail. He's dancing with the flags. He's pirouetting. He's almost like the third guitar player for Iron Maiden. He's up there putting on a show.
That's what you want to see at the Flaggers, though, Phil. You want to see him putting on a show, and that makes it interesting. Not a lot of people pay attention to the poor old Flaggers up in them stands.
No, you know who else? Who else they don't pay attention to? Corner flaggers.
Oh,
Corner flaggers, especially in turn number 1. Even when they're 8 feet tall, they still don't pay attention to them. Even aim cars at them.
I have to agree, Phil. I almost got killed by a 270 slingshot. Okay, those are little bitty cars. But they don't let off those. Even when the yellow's been out for a lap, they decide that they're going to try to drive over you.
You were hiding behind a Ute tire. I wonder how your life felt.
Not with the freaking not with them 270 slingshots. I was out in the middle of the track picking up debris, jock debris. You know, you ever heard of him?
Yes.
He's got his kids too. But there was a big top of the car right in the middle of the track.
So that would be a topless slingshot.
It was roof. The whole roof gone.
Whole roof
flew off. It was interesting. It was very interesting. And
is there a convertible series?
They're kids. Some of them are kids and adults. You got the All-Stars.
Interesting. I'll tell you what. I guess we're going to kind of focus on going back to racing. So I think the viewer number is spiking just about as much as my talent as an announcer is. It looks like the field is all, as Todd would say, restacked, repacked, doubled up, ready to throw it down out here in Eldora through turns number 3 and 4. Let's get back to racing. The iRacing, iFlag.com. Green flag throws it down the middle of the hallway, and we go racing off of turn number 1. Alex Cummings continuing to lead.
Yeah, Alex Cummings going to try to hold on to the top spot. He's got a long time to hold on to it, though, Phil. It's going to be interesting to see. Here comes Jim Revis with a whale of a run down the back straightaway. Pulls up alongside of Alex Cummings. Down into turn number 3. Side-by-side racing action here at the first part of this event. This is exciting here. Revis with Alex Cummings. Cummings didn't really have the challenge in the heat race, but Revis going to slide up in front of him and take over the top spot.
It's a pretty good race off the corner there. Revis slides up the track. Cummings going to come back in the freight down low. Justin Sick in number 17. Well, that car, anything but sick. It is digging in the middle of the lane of the racetrack, so they work off turn number 4. Alex Cummings going to glance this one out by a nose. Revis going to fight back up high. But look at the run he gets. He'll throw a high-low switch. Jim Revis looking for the lead.
Yeah, the high-low switch maneuver, one of my favorite maneuvers on a dirt track. The 21 of Revis now slides up in front of the 631, trying to stall the run there of Alex Cummings. As Cummings right now moves down to the bottom here to make it side-by-side down to turn number 1 once again. He's going to do the same thing, but Revis going to use that banking for the momentum on shot on like a cannon out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway.
It certainly was shot on the can. I'm also watching Eric Eichstadt. He is mixing it up through the middle lane of the racetrack. He's 2, 3 wide, now almost 4 wide off the 4th turn, making it happen. That number 12, he's making it exciting, and why wouldn't he? That's why we always call him Electric Eric, and now the Voodoo Child throwing a hex on the field. Eric now up to a 6th spot and looking for all he can. It's cool to see that car, that stripe down the front end of that thing. I can even pick that thing out of a crowd. That's impressive.
It's a really nice looking car, that number 12 machine. So you can pick it out there. He's running right now currently in the 6th position, right there behind Kevin Prettyman. So right now your running order, Phil, is Jim Revis, Alex Cummings, Justin Sick, John Monkern, Kevin Prettyman. But yellow flag going to fly. That's going to change this up. That's going to stack the pack back up. Let's see what brought over the Hanover record service yellow flag again.
And yellow flag number 3 now on lap number 22. Going to slow him back down, put the record service back to work, put the pace car back on the racetrack, or pace truck, I should say. And looks like there may be some issues here with Stephen Radune's number 78, maybe Corey Stansell's number 119. I'll let you go back and take a look, Todd. No, Radune's was having I think we went beyond flirtation with the wall. I mean, it was straight up, I don't know. I'm almost uncomfortable with that one. What the heck happened?
He definitely pounded the inside wall there, but he had a little bit of help. The hammer hammered him down the track, and the O wanted to have a piece of him too. So the double knot of Shane Martin got a piece of the 78, propelling him down into the inside wall, and has a little bit of damage to the front of that machine.
Well, if you're going to hit the wall, and you're going to be helped into the wall, who else would you call besides the hammer?
Well, you want the hammer to hit you down there.
That's right. You got to get beat in there right. You got to call the hammer. Henry Jones is on the call. Henry, great job. You know, unfortunately, Stephen hit the inside wall. Car a little wrinkled up. Driver maybe a little wrinkled up. He's really had a a liking for the outside wall, and now he takes a chance with the inside wall. I mean, I guess if you're going to go for one side, you got to go for the other as well. And Mr. Radoon's doing just that, and it looks like it's going to be Shane Martin getting the end of the longest line penalty. So it looks like he may have been a part of this contact that brought out the yellow.
He definitely was involved in that one. As they came up the track there and got in to the Stephen Radoon's machine. So that's what finished him off. We got him completely sideways as we get ready to go back to racing. iRacing, I flag, green flag coming back out over the field. Let's see who's going to lead this charge down to one. Cummings gets up through rather quickly, but Jim Revis down to the bottom side trying to keep that lead there in that number 21.
There is. Revis is number 21 going to fire into the inside. Whatever color that race car is, I really think it was a trick being played on me. Now I'm all kind of confused.
It's red.
Don't say yellow. If that's yellow, I'm leaving.
There's yellow on there. Yellow.
There's yellow. The number is yellow. There's some yellow stickers on that. It almost looks purple to me. And now I really have a complex about what color that car is. Thank you, Todd.
Moon red.
We'll go with that. It's not fire engine red.
No, definitely not fire engine red, but it is moonish red.
All right. So I don't feel as insecure about it as I normally would. You know who's not feeling insecure right now? Alex Cummings, the number 31 car, out in front of the field. And who is that up high that's really making some moves? Is that John Monker? It sure is. He is making that 36 car work. He has found something happening up high, and he is going to take a stab now. Alex Cummings is going to be under pressure from that 36 as we head down to turn one.
Yeah, John Monkern running in that second spot now. Don't count out the Voodoo Child, Eric Eichstadt, now running fourth as he makes his way around the number 17 machine of Justin Sick. So the Voodoo Child right there, too, that number 12 machine right there, nipping on the heels of the number 21, excuse me, of Jim Revis. But John Monkern also doing the same for the 631 of Alex Cummings. It looks like this group is kind of shifted right up next to that wall.
It's definitely up there because everybody is up there looking for. If the wall wasn't there, Todd, they probably off the mountain. And we talk about that because rumor are Lernerville's coming to iRacing soon. And then if that's the case in a track with no walls, I can't wait till we separate the men from the boys and figure out who is going to have the balls to go up there and straddle a cushion and not go off the racetrack. I cannot wait to see what that may look like. But a good race going on up front. Alex Cummings trying to hold off the Colonel. John Monkern, who rides in the second spot. And nobody really attempting to pass. They're all up high, logging laps. I almost feel like I'm at a NASCAR race. That's not a good thing.
No, definitely.
Trucks race here.
It's logging laps. They're going to fight it out here sooner or later. It's early on the going. We're not even halfway home here at the 70-lap race at Outdoor Speedway. And these guys may be up top and logging laps, staying behind each other. But towards the end of this one, I think I'm hoping you'll see the bottom come in live because I've seen it happen here the last couple of nights that we've actually broadcasted Outdoor Speedway. That bottom does come back alive. At least
all right, slider line. Well, I think I was going to say slider line like the bottom lane. I don't know so much. Slider line will certainly will. I think you're going to need to do that if you're going to pass here later on. We got some dirty sliders. Hey, it could happen. Who kind of knows? Jim Revis is out there. And I love on Jim. Jim, don't come beat me up. I'm just kind of throwing out there. The evil one. You know, maybe a mean guy, maybe. He's always been cool to us, hasn't he? We got some lap traffic on. Car about to fall off the lead lap. It looks like the Hammer, Henry Jones, who was already a lap down, maybe in jeopardy of falling two down that red car in front of the field. I hope you don't hammer the leader. That would be a good thing. That's not good racing out of hit at all.
Heck, I want a chance, so let's make somebody wreck.
Oh!
Oh, God.
We almost chased Barfield.
I better not say anything. No more.
We almost pulled a Chase Barfield right there. Jim Revis about sent him over the wall. Maybe Jim heard me. But either way, that let Alex Cummings open to lead up to about 2 car lengths. Revis in that second spot. And a little bit of gap now back to the third place. That's John Monkers, like I said. Revis is back there in third. Eric Eichstadt, Justin Sick. Your current top 5. Austin Rogers, who is boogie out there aboard car number 11, runs 6th. Stephen Gilbert, 7th. Corey Stansell, 8th. Chuck Sims, 9th. Shane Martin running up the top 10. Caleb Reif is 11th. 12th for Stephen Radoons. Kevin Prettyman has dropped to 13th. Henry Jones, the final car on the racetrack, running 14th, 2 laps down. As we eclipse halfway here on the Full Velocity Racing Network halfway review. Usually do this on pavement, Todd, but this one feels like a marathon kind of race tonight. 70 laps at Eldora. I feel like you're going to have your muscles about you tonight. You're going to be wore out after driving this thing.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I tell you, running up on the top shelf here at Eldora, I remember my only win coming here against Martin, and I had to do it on a top shelf and lap after lap after lap, running up against that wall or running next to that wall. You don't want to hit the wall too much because the wall will finally win. So you want to run up as close as you can to that wall and make some different challenges, but that does take a lot of energy out of you steering around this track.
Who did you beat at Eldora?
Martin.
Oh, I'm glad you could. I thought it was Martin, the guy from the TV show. Martin Karch.
Yeah,
he was fast on dirt once upon a time.
Yeah. He's really
I'd
fast
say
on
was.
asphalt now.
He's good on asphalt now, and I think that would probably just make him want to come up here and punch me, but that's okay. I know he don't watch me. He's not a fan. I think he likes other stuff out there, like, who knows. But we'll look up here racing for the lead. Not too much interesting to talk about besides cars slamming off the wall, running for the lead. Cummings leading out John Monkern. Jim Revison dripped a little bit by. You know, there's a gap time. You look back there in third place. Revis is kind of a little drifted behind, but then you got to go back 2 seconds before you find Eric Eichstadt. And then almost a full second and a half till you find Justin Sick. I mean, we've got 2 different kind of packs out there running, and we're 42 laps in.
Yeah, 42 laps in, and just showing the track information here at Eldora and what the track's all about. Just kind of a cool widget here. South Texas Speedway, a big-time sponsor for that one is Scott Bargoff. He does also the track information, driver fun facts, different stuff like that, track facts, all that stuff brought to you in part by South Texas Speedway. So big thank you to Scott Bargoff.
Absolutely right. Looking forward to doing stuff with South on Texas here this coming week on Monday night. Going to have a really, really big night over there with 3D Racing and Team DLR. Fairbury Speedway opens up a very cool 6-week series we are going to be doing with those guys live on Full Velocity. Could be 7 if Lernerville comes out. I believe it may expand to 7, so we'll have to wait and see. That's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks, Scott, for all he does. And we even got the track fact Todd into our broadcast on Tuesday night at Hobo. We got South Texas Speedway track facts courtesy of our buddy Blake McCandless, who we got to give some credit to. He's done a lot of stuff for us here on Tuesdays, and he may even come back into the fray here on dirt on Monday night, or on pavement on Monday nights here at iRacing. So hopefully sometime soon. I mean, if we can afford him.
Yeah, definitely.
He's big time.
Yeah. Well, they once upon a time called us big time too.
They did. Well, he did track facts, and didn't even have a cue, didn't know what he was doing. He just shot some knowledge out there, and I'm like, Blake, that's a South Texas Speedway track fact, and we should probably do those a whole lot more often than we do. Pulled it out. We get one back here tonight. As looks like racing for the lead beginning to pick up as Alex Cummings, John Monkern got a little bit squirrely. Jim Revis has come back in the fray, and we have a yellow on the speedway. I'm going to tell you what, I was kind of watching this pack behind with Sick and Boogie and Stan Self, Stephen Gilbert. Racing was really good. The way they were starting to slide around, I was almost kind of curious that a yellow may be coming soon, because what did Rocky say the other night? You get them 3 wide, maybe 4 wide. How long will 5 wide sit? Well, about 6 feet. I'm not thinking we're a 5 wide, but these cars are getting ugly looking. I don't mean because the track's there.
They were only double wide here, Phil. It's contact between the number 44 machine of Chuck Sims and Caleb Wright, and the number 32 machine going around in a knot. Unfortunately, the 44, I don't think he knew he was there. Sims comes down and collects him. The RJM number 32 goes around, keeps it going, but it got a little bit of damage to that machine.
I don't think he could damage Caleb's car, too bad. He's a good guy. Love him. Great sport. Was in here the other night in Discord with those guys, kind of bantering back and forth. Had a lot of fun. It was cool to catch up with him and Shane, or Gary Martinez. We know him in other leagues, and Henry Jones and the Quick over here, and then you're talking to John Monkern tonight. Great group of guys over here at RJM Motorsports. Really having a good time with this one. Really enjoy seeing these guys go out there on Sunday nights or Wednesday nights, a part of street fights. But it's cool to come over to the home base, get the team all together, put on an event like this. It's really cool to see a team atmosphere like that. I mean, it takes you back to almost like DTR days, DTR2, when you had the team races. And I know tags are very prevalent back in the day, not so much now, but I know you remember those well. It's like bringing the tag of a team together and just going out there and putting on one heck of a race. Really a big coup. It's a really cool event these guys have put together.
Definitely, as we're taking looks inside the cars there, Phil, it's just interesting to see how the cars look. See a lot of Full Velocity Racing Network logos on some of these cars. We do appreciate this. See BladeNote.com, pretty heavy in there. You see Monster and just different things inside the car. I didn't realize you could paint a lot of that stuff inside that car. It's interesting.
Certainly is a cool look on that in-car view. If you'd like to sponsor the onboard camera here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, Get a hold of us. We'd love to throw your logo on there and be a part of it night after night. It's off turn number 4. iRacing, I-flag. Green flag goes up in the air as we complete now 50 laps in the books. 20 laps remaining. How do you think you guys are feeling right now, Todd? 50 laps is usually a pretty sustainable distance for a lot of these guys. 70 laps in Eldora, it probably sounds to be more challenging. These guys are probably really game to it, but I wonder how the drivers will feel. I wonder how the cars will be. Justin Six says it's tiring. I wonder if that means to race the car or driving the car, or if our act is tired.
It couldn't mean any of the above. Is there a selection?
Explain, Justin.
Yeah, you got to explain it. You got to text while you drive. Obviously, that's what you're doing.
Well, we don't really condone texting and driving, but we don't really. Well, we condone a lot of stuff we don't condone a lot of stuff that probably should. So let's just leave that there. We have a good race going on between John Moncourt and Eric Eichstadt as the number 12 car down to the low side. 36 tail whipped the wall about 3 or 4 times. He's trying to make some speed. He probably heard my monologue, Todd, about hitting the wall and going faster. It didn't work for John for about half a corner, and then the car picked up speed. Look at him, he's doing it again. We're trying to exit stage right.
Yeah, John's hitting it. Jim Revis is hitting it right there directly behind him there, number 21. But again, John Moncourt with the race lead, so he can hit the wall and give up a little bit of position. But you don't want to do too many mistakes with that 21 nipping at your heels. And Jim Revis has won a lot of races here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. If he hits the wall again, they're the number 21.
I'm telling you what, they're hitting that wall more often than the lonely girl at the bar at closing time is. I'm telling you what, they are really wearing that thing out. John Moncourt now leads Jim Revis, Alex Cummings, Justin Sick, Corey Stansell. Corey in the top 5 is like completely ignoring what Todd is doing. I'm not sure what song he's trying to get me to sing. I am not singing tonight. Not doing it.
You don't even know what song it was, do you?
Nope. I have no idea. And if I heard you, I'd probably start singing because I'm known to break into tune.
Yeah, I don't know if you break into that too. We're seeing a little bit of rubbing back there for the 4th spot there between Corey Stansell and the number 17 of Justin Sick. Eric Eichstadt right there in the number 12 machine too. He's just waiting to see what's going to happen with the 2 cars directly in front of him. They make more contact. Around goes Justin Sick. And the 119, Acrobat. The Acrobat, the number 119 of Corey Stansell. Man, he went for a ride. Yeah.
Man, well, yeah, I just now see that happening. Corey Stansell goes for quite the ride. Justin Sick got turned around. I'm really going to hope it wasn't texting and driving. If that one happened and Corey got taken out like that, I think we probably owe him dinner at that little restaurant over there, Todd. That's not cool. Hope Corey's okay. How's the car?
He lost his whole hood. He lost his fenders. Lost everything. He's an open wheel IMCA modified, UMP modified. A little heavier.
Yeah. Oh, IMCA, UMP. Let's face facts. They don't hold the candle to the Northeast big blocks.
Nope.
Challenge us. Any of you fools out there want to challenge Todd and I on the strength of those mighty big block modifieds of the Northeast? You don't know. You just don't know. So you come at us all day. We'll serve it to you cold. Yeah. And of course, Todd will help me because he's a dirt guy.
No, definitely big block modifieds. I mean, we have IMCAs at our track, but big block modifieds, there's no better thing, no better feeling, nothing. It's just nothing. Not putting to shame any dirt race car, because I love dirt racing. It doesn't matter what you can drive. You can drive a front-wheel drive 4-cylinder, which I've done myself, all the way up to a sprint car. I mean, I love watching sprint cars too, and there's some people that don't. So, I mean, but my favorite, definitely, besides the street stock or full fender cars, late models, that kind of stuff, is a dirt big block modified.
But you said the 4-wheel or front-wheel drive and all the way up to what I thought you were going to say, all the way up to the flag stand. I know you've done that the wrong. Yeah, we've seen you do this before, and that's why you're much safer with me, and why Miss Jess is not letting you back in a race car. Let's go back to racing here. iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag goes back in the air before Todd gets himself in a lot of hot water at the household. Let's take a look at John Moncourt leading this field over Jim Revis and Alex Cummings. He is not going to go up to the inside lane. He has it rolling. 3-car race for the lead off turn 4 with under 10 laps remaining.
Yeah, under 10 laps remaining. Here's the number 36, John Moncourt, down here in the turn number 1, already down the back straightaway. That's how quick you can get through the turns here at Eldora. I'm just amazed by it. Number 21 is Jim Revis running in that 2nd spot. Man, I think Alex Cummings left out to dry down the bottom. Usually you're able to pull a slider, but Alex Cummings losing a lot of valuable track position at 631.
Sure is, and I'm telling you what, it's the outdoor speedway. I'm telling you, it's still kind of what it is. You go down there, you're probably going to get freight train broke. It's kind of like a super speedway, if you will, there in the pavement circles. Poor Alex had to come back up the racetrack, but did lose a couple of positions, and the inside lane, not where you want to be. I think that's why these guys are all trying to rim ride the wall. Montcurn does it here. Almost gets a little bit of twist and turn from Jim Revis. The evil one is there trying to give the Colonel all he can do. Come on, John, hold on to that thing.
And Jim Revis right there. It would be great to see a great finish out of these guys here. RJM Motorsports, glad to have them aboard here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. And as we wind down the month of October, you'll see that pink logo disappear. After October, we do support breast cancer awareness here all month of October. So again, make sure you're out there. If you see somewhere out there, donate to help find a cure for that. We are still racing here. 5 laps remaining for the number 36 of John Montcurn. Can he hang on over Jim Revis? Eric Eichstead for a 3. 4th right now is Alex Cummings, and Boogie up to that 5th spot.
Yep, Boogie doing a good job in the 11, now up in the top 5. We're under 5 laps remaining as can John Montcurn hold on. He's got 4 more trips around the half mile, so I do the math here. 2 miles left. He's so proud of me. The math, after all these years, Todd, we have finally got through the math classes. 2 miles now. Next time by, going to be a mile and a half left. Can Jim Revis find the way under John Montcurn? I think under's going to be tough. You're going to have to pass him up high. I don't think John's going to go up high. Look at Jim riding. Is he going to like two-wheel this thing like the Flintstone Flyer did once upon a time? Just go up high on the wall?
Right up on that wall and just shoot around it.
Is that legal?
It's still in the ballpark.
I guess. I don't know. We got 2 to go, though.
Yeah, 2 laps remaining here for John Montcurn and Jim Revis. We're going to stay with that battle here to see if anything transpires down the back straightaway here in the turn at number 3. Revis going down to the bottom, slamming it down to the bottom, trying to get up alongside of John Montcurn. As Montcurn has to give it up a little bit, but still able to hold on to the top spot just over Jim Revis as we come down to 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2 for the final time. White flag is up in the air. Revis trying to make one more run off the wall, off turn number 2. Can he make a big shot there? Will it slide a line in 3 and 4? He'll throw it low. Can he wash it up the hill? No, John Montcurn going to pick up the first anniversary RJM Motorsports badge here at the Eldora Speedway. 36 car called his shot. He said, I'm going to show my muscle here tonight. John Montcurn going to go to victory lane over Jim Revis, Alex Cummings, Eric Eichstadt, Boogie going to round out our top 5. Shane Martin, Stephen Gilbert, Stephen Redunes, Kevin Prettyman, Corey Tinsell, our top 10. Caleb Reif going to finish up 11th. Chuck Sims for 12th. Justin Sickle back in 13th. 14th to Hammer. Henry Jones looks like he was behind the wall. So a really good race. Congratulations to RJM Motorsports. This was a lot of fun. We hope this first anniversary is the last one. If we have a second anniversary, I'm hoping we're back here next year. But we will jump over to the RJM Discord and talk to our top 3, including tonight's big winner, John Montcurn, who will be in BlakeNote.com victory lane. All right, back over here in the Discord of the RJM Motorsports stable. Great run tonight here at the Eldora Speedway, where the big winner tonight is going to be John Montcurn, number 36. Second will go to Jim Revis, and our third place finisher will join him aboard the familiar number 631. That is our buddy Alex Cummings. Alex finishing up third here tonight. no points. It kind of feels like a vicious street fights out here, having a blast with the RJM. You really kept that car down low. You were committed on a racetrack that the low side never seems to be your friend, man. Well done. A third place finish, buddy. Tell about your race.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. Just thank all the guys at RJM for inviting me over here. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I tried the bottom, but I still think it just wasn't really where to be. And you're starting on pole on the restarts, kind of just hurt you. So just trying to get back up to the top as quick as I could.
I think almost at this point in the iRacing community, as far as dirt goes, I think we're all facing the same issues with this track. We can't get it off the high side and not be dominant. I'm almost thinking, I love this racetrack. Eldora is a place so steeped in history. Do you join me in begging iRacing to fix this surface and bring this track? I remember when the dirt first got released, Eldora was like the greatest thing ever. And now it feels like we can't put a really good race on it. Do you agree with me on that one, Alex?
Yeah, a little bit. I wish it was a little bit more racier, but I think it was still a lot of fun. I mean, we were throwing slide jobs. I know whenever I was up in the lead, me and Jim were throwing them, and then me and John were throwing them. So I mean, it's a lot better than it used to be. I think a couple builds ago, they're heading the right direction, but I still don't think they're all the way there yet. But it was a lot of fun tonight. We put on some racing.
Oh, absolutely. I agree completely. And that's why I ask questions like that for guys like yourself who go out there build after build and kind of see how these changes goes. And I love to hear the way these things update. Glad we're going in the right direction. You as well, Alex. You have been in the right direction for many, many weeks now. Back again in the podium on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Let me give you the microphone one more time and thank all the great people behind it that help you get out here.
Oh, yeah. Just like to thank all my teammates over at Bulletproof Motorsports. Just thank all the guys at RJM for putting this on, letting us come out and race. Thank y'all for broadcast, and I'll give a shout out to my dad. He's watching tonight.
All right, well, got a shout out to all these guys over here as well. Alex Cummings, a good friend of ours, a great third place finish tonight here at the Eldora Speedway. We'll let him sit down here and debrief with the team. Oh, sorry about that. Yep, there we go. Button fail right there. Discord does not like this some time. We'll let him go. We'll take a walk down here, and I'm almost a little bit intimidated and scared to do this interview. As I had to come down here, I was kind of almost hoping he would win. And he left me. Oh, he moved me. Oh, he moved. Well, let's get him back here. Let's try this again. Jim Revis, buddy, great job by you tonight. Please don't hurt me for making fun of you.
No. Sorry about leaving on you. I went to click the button to go to voice activate, and I clicked the damn disconnect button instead of that one. I'm like, oh shit, Phil's gonna think I'm really mad.
I'm hoping you're not. We were having some fun. I think I even gave you a nickname for the rest of the month, the spooky one. You know,
The spooky
evil.
one?
Spook.
Evil,
It's October.
spooky.
It's Halloween. We're a week away from that. And we get the little ones going out there. The spook.
As long as it's not electric, I'm cool.
Oh man, love it. Feel that burn there, Jim. Terrific job tonight. Racetrack. About as racing I think we've seen Eldora here in a little while. As normal, it usually goes up to a top lane, but throwing sliders back and forth, rim riding.
Oh yeah, I was having a blast with Alex and John up there at the beginning of the race. Me and Alex throwing slide jobs back and forth and just having fun. That was the main thing, you know. RJM's anniversary night. Can't say no more for John winning it. Congratulations to him, man. You know, RJM, part of his league, and he can win it here. That's cool.
There was a lot of fun to watch tonight, Jim. It's always great to catch up. I said, go back and watch this thing. I swear, buddy, not personal. Just having some fun. He is an old friend of ours now. But let me give you the mic one more time here on the network. Full Velocity as usual. Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. Terrific job by the RJM guys. You guys do this here weekly. It takes a little while to get used to putting on one of these things, not stretching yourself out too far. They did a great.
Oh yeah, they did a great job. You know, with the fixed setups, I'm not really that fond of them, but dude, tonight I had a blast running with RJM, and I can't say anything bad about these guys. They're a great group of guys here.
Yeah, it really is a fun time, Jim, and great to have you come over here tonight and be a good sport, bud. Congratulations on a second place run. I think we'll see a whole lot more here over the next couple of weeks, as you guys, DWRL, as always, have a lot mixed up, bud. Congratulations, and I'm sure we will be talking really.
I hope so.
All right, there's our buddy Jim Ravis from DWRL. We'll let him go back here and celebrate with the team and congratulate these guys on a terrific night. And I am going to throw this to BladeNo.com Victory Lane. I'm going to tell you what, Todd, I talked to this guy pre-race. He said he had a good piece. He wanted to show off what he's got tonight as a driver. And the Colonel, John Moncur, ends up at Victory Lane with my brother Todd. Take it away. Give that guy a handshake, man. That was a lot of fun to watch.
It was definitely a fantastic race for the driver of the number 36 machine, John Moncur, racing Victory Lane here at BladeNo.com Victory Lane, that is. John, what a fantastic race. You guys going back and forth up there, duking it out. It was great. Tell us from your vantage point what you thought of that one.
I actually didn't know what to do with Barrett, or I'm sorry, dude, Alex Cummings, so much respect. Jim Rivas, so much respect. I didn't really know what to do with those guys at first, and then it just so happened that I got stuck to the outside, and it just worked out, man. I mean, I got to thank everyone there. That was a great race, and a lot of respect with Jim and Alex and all these guys that come out to show this. I knew I had a good race car. I just didn't qualify the best, and the heat wasn't the best, and I just wanted to show it here late in the run.
Yeah, it definitely was fantastic there for your machine here tonight, and able to take down a key victory there. And it's your first, I believe this is your first victory on Full Velocity Racing Network, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is.
And you get to enjoy it now anytime you want.
Yeah, I had a really good run with Peacock there in DWR, and I just, stepped on a little bit and got into him. But, man, I'll take it whatever way I can. And, I'm totally partying, crack a cold one, have a good time. We're ready to party.
All right, John, before we let you go, we're giving the microphone. Thank her. I'd like to thank her this evening for the win in that 36 machine.
Like to thank RJM for hosting this, Full Velocity for broadcasting us. Also like to thank Kevin Prettyman for working with me, and Corey Stansel, and dude, there's so many guys that go into these setups. I know this was a iRacing setup, but man, it just goes dividends to run with those guys. Jim Rivas, Eric Eichstead for coming out and running Bulletproof, which is Alex Cummings. And then there again, it goes back to the guys who run around and the people that we have respect for. And I just appreciate everybody that ran this race. I mean, the only way I can win is if I have guys to run around. So I appreciate you guys too. It's great.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for BladeNo.com Victory Lane. The winner of tonight's race here, the RJM Motorsports year anniversary, John Moncur aboard that number 36.
Love it. Love it. So proud of him. Great job by John and all the entire group over here at RJM Motorsports. This is a lot of fun. Hope to do some more racing with these guys soon. And hopefully, even John's League, Defenders of Dirt, we'd like to come over here and do some broadcasts with them as well as it fits our schedule. So hopefully we'll catch up with these fellas again really soon. Thank you all for playing along here tonight live with the Full Velocity Racing Network. As I see alarms going off, means that time. South Texas Speedway, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Eichstadt Wraps, and Full Throttle with the Jet over on YouTube for Todd Stanton and Jack Sherwin, Ron Piles, Blake McCandless, the rest of the group over here that makes up the Full Velocity Racing Network. Phil LeCasse going to sign off. We'll see you back here live on Sunday night, I believe. A big doubleheader coming your way. Dirt Warrior Racing Pro Late Model Series, followed by the Stars on Dirt and the BladeNo.com DWRL Sunday Shootout will be live right here on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.